Hi, Neil here from Bridgewater Sewing Centre, and did this quick setup on the 4420 double needle 1/4 inch gauge. Okay, first off, we've put the machine in. You've put the hinges on with the rubbers, which were in the box. Okay, you've taken and putting the belt on, which was already on the bottom pulley. Just wrap it around the hand wheel. We're going to take and make sure the plunger is into place. That's for lifting your pressure foot. You're going to put a little oil just around in this spot here. Make sure this screw is tight. It only takes a little tiny bit between the high and the low mark. Okay, so we've tipped the machine down. You're going to take a small screwdriver that comes in the drawer, pry this rubber out, and put a little bit of oil down in there. It's just a little small reservoir that has some wicks dropping down into it. It just keeps a little bit of oil out in this end. Doesn't take that much oil. Okay, next we put take the bobbin winder, screw that on, put the supplied screws, and it's going to go on there. Lay that in the back so you can see it. Okay, and you just put a screw right in the middle there, right in the middle up here, tighten her up. You should be good to go. Okay, now I'm going to supply is an LED sewing machine light, very bright, magnetic. Just find yourself a spot to run the cord down around, maybe down through in behind the machine, and you can plug right in the back of this control box. Okay, now we're going to thread the machine up. We're going to start with the left needle. Go in the first hole, skip the second, go into the third. Go through this little hole here, up and around the little small tension guide, in around that pin. Try that again. Around the pin, around the tension assembly. I'm going to catch this bottom pin right here. And I'm going to go in and around the back part of the take-up spring. Catch that guide. I'm going to catch this guide here. I'm going to go up around the upper hole in a take-up lever, but it doesn't really matter which hole you go in. That guide, this guide, and we're going to thread the left needle. And needles, of course, the groove is going to be facing the bobbin here. You have a long groove on the left, the opposite side of the needle will go down to the eye from the shank up here down, and your cutaway goes to your bobbin this way, or points towards the bobbin. And on this needle here, the right needle, the cutaway is to the right towards the bobbin. Let's thread that one up. I'm cheating, by the way. I got a pair of tweezers. Okay, now we'll start with the right thread. Again, hit the first hole, skip the second into the third. We'll go around into the bottom hole here and around this guide. I'm going to put it around this pin here. Come around your tension assembly, go up around that pin here, and then you'll see it goes in one spot. It'll fall in your take-up lever or your take-up spring, and pull it up until she clicks into this guide. The guides are really incidental. It just sometimes keeps the threads from getting tangled up, but these are your main concerns. And of course your take-up lever. Catch the bottom part of the take-up lever. And we'll hit this hole here, the needle thread guide. And threads from left to right on the right needle, and right to left on the left needle. Okay, next, turn our power on, and we're ready to Go to work. Your stitch length, push the button in, dial it up for a longer stitch length, down for a shorter. Sometimes it helps if you're going into a shorter stitch, push the reverse lever down, it'll dial down, but it doesn't really matter. You dial up or down, got a good long stitch length. This is your reverse. Okay, now this machine is equipped with a clutch throwout. You jam up those bobbins for whatever reason. You've left it too long a tail, it sucked it down in and jammed the bobbins up. You're going to make sure that your bobbins are cleaned up. Everything is turning nice. There's no thread jams in either one, left or right. And once you're happy with that, unthread your needle. Push this button down, keep turning the hand wheel backwards. You'll feel the button go down further. You keep it held down, going backwards until it snaps into place. You'll hear a snap. Once it snaps in, it's put the clutch back in and thread your machine up and away you go. As far as your control box here, this of course is your power button, on and off. You've got a plus and a minus. That's the only two buttons you're going to play with. Minus, say you've got 1,300 stitches a minute. I'm going to slow the machine rate down. For whatever reason, if you were doing a job and you didn't want to go any faster than 500 stitches a minute, is what it shows. Step on the pedal. That's wide open. If I want to speed it up, I'm going to hit the plus button. You keep pushing it. It goes in 100 increments. 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400. I'm going to set it at 1,600 stitches per minute. Okay, that should be pretty much it. I can't think of anything else I need to cover at the moment. Probably have to shut the camera off, I will. Okay, thanks for watching.